It is very important that the public and Congress be informed of the results of the special counsel's work. My goal will be to provide as much transparency as I can consistent with the law. I can assure you that where judgments are to be made, I will make those judgments based solely on the law. I do think it's important that the public have an opportunity to learn the results of the special counsel's work. We will color code the excisions from the report, and we will provide explanatory notes describing the basis for each redaction.
What more can he do? Transparency at its finest, but still the Democrats aren't happy. Let's bring in Judge Andrew Napolitano, Fox News senior judicial analyst and host of Liberty File on Fox Nation.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Judge, Democrats are not happy because he's releasing the report after the press conference. That's the latest today.
You know, he can have a press conference and explain how they got there and the procedure and how they decided what to redact and what the colors mean. Would I like to be at the press conference? Yeah. Would I? Ed Henry would, too. You guys would, too. Would you like to have read the report before the press conference? This is just his style. I actually give him credit for doing that. Except that I don't think we're actually going to get our... Listen, I'm here at 5 in the morning ready to start reading this thing. Now I find out I'm not going to get it till like 11 or 11:30.
But he's going to fire your chief of staff.
Brian, it's been 2 years. We can wait a few more hours.
Right. But he's going to testify probably in the next couple of weeks anyway, after everyone's had a chance to read the report. So it seems like it's just partisanship. So he's putting it out there.
So what is the report? The report, we think it's about 400 pages, is a summary of the underlying evidence. What is the underlying evidence? That's more than 1 million documents that came from the White House and the campaign alone.
Right.
That's probably close to another 1 million documents, transcripts of conversations, transcripts of grand jury testimony, notes of FBI agent interviews. So if the crowd that wants to go after the president doesn't like the 400-page report, they're going to want the underlying information so that they can second-guess Bob Barr and Bob Barr, the two of them, and decide whether or not there's enough evidence to prosecute.
So here's who just came across. Obviously, Democrats are on their heels because they do not like this 9:30 press conference. So Schumer and Pelosi have said this. Handpicked Attorney General, meaning Bill Barr, has thrown out credibility. We see some of the negativities there, but they say this. After seeing the press conference and knowing the report's going to be out and it's going to be lightly redacted, they have called for Bob Mueller to come in and testify. I got news for you. They're not going to. The Republicans are not going to push back on it.
I agree with you, and I agree with the Democrats. Bob Mueller should testify, and they should be able to ask him whatever they want. Look, much of what is, and again, we haven't seen it, redacted. The law requires the Attorney General to redact. If he redacts more than the law requires, he's going to lose some credibility. If he redacts less than what the law requires, he's complying with, the clip that you just ran at his confirmation hearing where he said he's going to err on the side of transparency. There's a tremendous desire on the part of Americans to see what is in there. This has consumed us.
You don't want to forget,
for 2 years.
It would be it's wonderful if our president is not colluding with another country. But it seems that the Democrats really they're upset by these findings.
Well, we don't know what the findings are. But
well,
if there's
collusion.
if there's anything in there that they can use to undermine his legitimacy or undermine his credibility or weaken his re-election chances, of course they're going to do that. That's what they do. They're the other side.
We already know there's going to be there's an after Mueller life for the anti-Trump Democrats, and
what is it?
They subpoenaed 9 banks, the records of 9 banks as made the biggest banks in the world as they relate to Donald Trump's financial dealings. I got to bring you to this though. Robert Mueller's, the people say, William Barr's Department of Justice says they're going to allow certain members of Congress to be able to see the report without certain redactions after its public release, but they got to see it in a secure location.
Right.
You can't take notes.
Well, those members are the members who have top security clearances: Congressman Schiff, Senator Graham, Senator Barr, and Senator Warner. So the chair and ranking member of the Judiciary and Intelligence Committees from both houses have those levels of clearance, and they can see it. There is a federal statute that permits the Intelligence Committee chair and ranking member who have top security clearances to see anything. Now, can they reveal what they see? If they do, they're going to undermine their credibility. They'll never have a secret shared with them again, but they can do so with impunity if they do it on the floor of the Congress or they.
Schiff has been saying for 2 years he's seen evidence of collusion. Mueller contradicts that, so his credibility very much in question as well. Judge, we appreciate you coming in.
Pleasure, guys.
Right,
we appreciate you up here from D.C.
Yeah, well, this is a big day. Good to see you.